So hello everybody, how are you doing? We are sitting in the new and nice GENSIS G90, and since this is a luxury car, before we want to do the acceleration test, of course I want to try out how the comfort is in the rear bench. You have all the functionalities here, multiple displays, massage function, but the best thing is that you can press this rest button here and the front seat is moving forward. Your feet and legs are being picked up, and I think you can even get a foot massage at the rear side of the front seat right there. And yeah, massage my feet before we head out onto the Autobahn, do the acceleration run 0 to 100 and 100 to 200. First of all, of course, from a design perspective and quality perspective, this is a really nice cabin, especially the rear. The 3.5 liter V6 with the electric compressor based on the 48 volt architecture and the 405 HP and 550 Newton meters on paper doesn't really sound exciting, but I can already tell you that the power delivery is quite astonishing, and usually you would think that applying electric power to the drive shaft rather than doing an electric turbo or electric supercharger is probably the best way to go, but this concept really works, and the pull is actually more than what I usually have based on 48 volt architecture cars. I'm pretty amazed, and I'm quite questioning myself why also the German manufacturers are not using this technology more and more. Maybe Porsche is doing that, similar with the Porsche 992.2 now with the electric turbocharger, and this is maybe a similar way doing it with a supercharger. Actually it really works really good, and the power delivery and the pull through is a lot better than what you would expect from 405 HP and 550 Newton meters. So enough talking, let's see how fast it goes 0 to 100, which is probably very uninteresting, but then head out onto the Autobahn and find out how fast it goes there. So that was a tiny bit of slope. I have to correct it, but the measuring system says 5.38, so it's probably 5.5 seconds, which I think is very good. So let's head out onto the Autobahn now and see how good it pulls 100 to 200. So now we're doing the 100 to 200 kilometer run. Just to put it in perspective, we have a very high temperature, outside temperature today of about 32 degrees or 33 even, and the humidity is also very high. So that will definitely affect the time that we have. I think also wind is coming in our direction. Just saying it so that we don't, let's say, expect record times. To admit that there was a bit of slope, but 13.3, probably a 13.678, something corrected, I will put in the number here, is what the car is capable of, and I think you can see and feel that there's some significant punch in there. Really good, really good. This is a lot quicker than something like a BMW 740D or whatever, of course, which is of course pretty good already. And as said, the punch is there. The fuel consumption is relatively low. I mean, usually you're having consumptions around 9 liters, maybe sometimes even an 8 point something per 100 kilometers, which I think is really good, considering this car weighs about way above 2 tons and is like 430 long. Yeah, overall a very good alternative, I have to say, to 7 Series, S-Class and Audi A8.